Hello, guys. Welcome back to part 4 of Core Conversation with Nishant. And today will probably be the last session of this series, getting started with Django. And today we'll be covering how to delete entry from the database. We have the list of records in the database according to how user inputs data in the front end. And then today we'll learn how to use um, maybe JavaScript or something. Nissan will take over that and then learn how to throw some of the kick off some of the entries that we don't want from the database. So let's get started, Nissan.
Hello guys, welcome to the last video of the series code conversation on the topic Django. In the last video, we talked about how to add the book. So we coded that functionality in our app, and we also coded the JavaScript, which does not allow the user to submit the form unless the user types in all three fields of the form. And today, let me go ahead and show you guys what we have done so far. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna say cd desktop. I'm gonna go to our booklinks directory, and I'm gonna activate my virtual environment. So you guys might have already know how to do this by heart. So I'm gonna go to books and run our server, the py server, and the server is up and running. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to open up the Chrome and paste it over here. And you see we got a lot of data over here. And now whenever we try to submit our form without filling in the entire field, then it does not allow to submit it. And now if I go ahead and if I type let's say 5, and let's type in 6. I'm just typing the random stuff over here, 6, and I submit it. It goes over here, 5, and author is 6, ISBN is 6. Now today what I want to do is, right now nothing will happen if you go ahead and press this cross button over here. Nothing's going to happen. The page is just going to refresh. Now what I want to do in this video is I want to create this functionality. Whenever you press in the cross button, the entire book should be removed from our entry list. That's what we're going to do today. And before starting to code this delete functionality, I'm going to go ahead and push my code in the GitHub, because in the last video we forgot to do that. So I'm going to turn on the server, and I'm going to say cls. I'm going to say git add period git commit, type in m, and I'm going to say backend first part done, and it has been committed. And now I'm going to say git push. It's going to take a while depending upon your speed. Oh, here we go. It's been done now. Now our code has been pushed in the GitHub. And if you type in this command to see the history of your commits, you can see over here our first commit was set up done, then this. So yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into my code editor, which is Atom. So let me just go ahead and open this. And I'm going to close all of these useless tabs. Acquire. Okay, now our main job is in views. This is what we've done so far. Now I'm going to make a function name define delete, pass in the request object. Do this, and I'm going to have to pass in the parameter over here, because our Django should know which entry to delete depending upon which cross button pressed by the user. So I'm going to say delete book is equal to book dot objects dot get id equals id. So what this line of code is doing is that whichever ID is passed in this function delete, is going to go to the database and it's going to retrieve the book object with the ID this. So, and that'll be stored in the variable delete book. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to say delete book dot delete, and I'm going to return HTTP response redirect reverse, and I'm going to run the function index. So what this line of code is saying is that after you go ahead and retrieve the object with ID, and after you delete that, I want you to go to the function index and run. So basically, after this has been done, it's going to go over here and run this. So that's what this line of code is saying. So now I'm gonna go and make a URL that maps with this function. So I'm gonna open the file urls.py, and I'm gonna say path, and I'm gonna make the URL delete, and I'm gonna say int id. I'm gonna have to pass in the ID, because if I don't pass in the ID, there is no way for this function to get the ID. So just make sure, guys, that whatever name of this parameter is, the name of this thing over here should also be the same. Otherwise, you're gonna get some kind of error. And I'm also gonna import this function, delete function, from views.py. So I'm gonna add here delete, and I'm gonna say delete, and I'm gonna pass in the uh, name delete. It is very common in the Django to name your URL whatever the name of the function is. So you can see index add book add underscore book. It is very common to do this in Django. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our index.html, and you can see the hashtag over here. I'm going to remove this and say URL, pass in the name of the function, which is delete. So delete, and I'm gonna pass in book.id, and pass in the percentage sign again. So I save this, and what this line is saying is that now every time you click, this is our button. Remember, guys, this is our button. Now every time you click this button, the ID of the book will go over here, and this part of the function will be executed, and it's gonna get deleted, and this function, this code of line will be run, which basically means this function will be run, right? So I think this should do the job. Let's see. I'm gonna go and let's see if we have any error in our server. I'm gonna say Python -py run server. Here we go. We have not gotten any error so far, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste this in my browser. And there we go. Let's see. There we go. After that, you can see, guys, as soon as you click this over here, it's gonna get deleted. You see the name of the book is Nishant, author is Subkota, ISBN is 68. If I press over here, it is deleted. Nishant is no more over there. Let's say if we want to delete angels and demons, I'm gonna press the delete button over here, and now you can see there is no angels and demons over here. One thing I want to do is I want to slightly bring this table upwards so that we can have more space in the down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my index.html, and where's our table class, and over here I'm going to write one CSS command, and that's going to be margin bottom. I'm going to say 80 pixel, pass in. It's slightly move upwards now. Yeah, it's slightly move upwards. Now I think this is it, guys. I think the app is ready now. If you want to go ahead and type in the book, like let's say what is the name of the book?
Nishant, I was having
Yeah.
one question. Last time when we started with this deleting, can you scroll it a little bit down so that we
Okay.
get the delete column?
Mhm.
We actually had the button tag in there, but then we
Oh
changed.
yeah, we
Right?
changed from
I wanted.
button to ahref. Yeah, the reason we did that is um, ahref is the tag when you use whenever you want to paste in the link in the background. Whenever you want to paste in this thing, you need to go somewhere, right? But the button is only the button part. It does not go to any link if you click over there. But ahref allows you to go to somewhere after you place in that link. So this is the reason I use ahref instead of button tag.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I want to do is now let's say if I type angels and demons, angels and Demons. If I type in the author is Robert, and I say 567 is ISBN. Now, if you go over here, whenever you type in the new book, the book comes at the bottom of the table, right? But we want to bring this thing at the top. We don't want the latest book to go at the bottom, but instead we want the book to go at the top. So we can do this by going over here. And this book is basically our list, right? It's the list of the book objects. Now I'm going to reverse this. So in Python, it's really simple to reverse a bunch of array objects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say -1. Basically now it has reverted everything. Now if we go over here and refresh the page, and let's see, angels and demos will be at the top. Now if I type here something like, let's say Tom, let's like Jerry, let's start ISBN 123. Submit. You see Tom will be at the top, and if you delete it, it will be deleted. If you delete angels and demons, it will be deleted. And if you go ahead and check out database, and do this by going to the admin URL, clicking over here, and these three are the only books in our database. So this is it.
How about arranging it according to the alphabet, like ascending order?
Arranging it to the alphabet according to the ascending order. I think we need to make a whole bunch of other function, I guess, depending upon, I think we need to write some code over here, if we want to arrange everything alphabetically. We can basically run through the array of the books, and we can grab in the first letter, I guess, and depending upon that, we can sort everything out and just display in the order. But
so we might have to write something in between 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Compare.
We're gonna have to write some code over here, or if you want to do in alphabetical order, probably we can sort the ASCII, I guess. Probably we can sort the ASCII of the first letters, and depending upon the sorted ASCII, we can just put that in the table. So, and the last thing I told you guys that I'm gonna add a feature in our app which does not allow the user to add the book if the book is already present in the list. But unfortunately, I'm going to exclude that, because in order to do that, we're going to have to have a solid foundation in JavaScript, and also on the top of that, we're going to have to use a technology like fetch or Ajax or XML HTTP response, and it's going to take a really long time to do that. The series is already so long. I don't want to elongate it further, so I'm not going to do that this time. But if you guys want the same thing with fetch or Ajax or XML HTTP response, comments down below. But I've used Ajax in my previous project, so if you go to my GitHub, which will be added in the description below by Rosendal over here, or you can go to the repo for Quiz app. There I've used Ajax. If you want to learn more about Ajax, you can hop into that repo and check out the code. So all right, but in this application, we're not gonna do that. So all right, guys,
Nishant, I was thinking, like, we've been doing this 4 series of, four videos already, and then is there anything that people who are watching these videos and then are actually making their own projects using Django, is there any challenges that you can think of that they can take it from these 4 days of videos and then apply it and then try it at home?
Yeah,
what else can they add in this project, like if they want to try it at home?
Oh, sorry, what was that? Can you repeat it again?
What else can they add into this project if they want to take it forward with only the knowledges that we have been talking about until now?
Okay, so if you want to go further, what if the audience want to dive further in Django?
Yes, in Django, I think there are like tons of things they can do, but I'm trying to make this more specific. Like, what else can they add more into the project? This project, if they are making it, but only using the knowledge that we have given until now, just to sharpen their knowledge on the topic itself.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Like one example, that I can think of could be, if we go back to our HTML page.
Okay.
So maybe
the code. Okay.
they could try to modify this table and then have one more column, title, author,
Oh
ISBN.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to change the front end stuff, you can. If you want to change the front end stuff, you can do that, and you can just tweak around with the code. You can just tweak around with the front end and see what it looks like. And as Rasundala said, if you want to go ahead and arrange this book alphabetically, if you have a good programming skill in Python, you can go ahead and try doing that as well. That will be a good feature in the app, and I think yeah, that'll be it. But if you want to dive further, and this is just a basic this is a basic project for absolute beginners. They're like so advanced topic in the Django, like class-based views. Whatever we have been using over here is function-based views, but they're like advanced topic like class-based views, RESTful API, which most of the companies and startups use nowadays. And if you guys want the same content with class-based views or REST API or authentication, making the user login system with the Django, then you guys can comment down below, and probably in the future we'll do video on that.
Right. So are we done for today?
Yeah, I think we are almost done. Let me use the app again. Let's see everything is working properly. Okay, I'm gonna go to my admin and first delete all the databases. Over here, let's delete this. Yes, I'm sure. Let's delete this as well. Yes, I'm sure. Let's keep one. Let's go over here. Let's try adding some books. So let's say Angels and Demons. Looks like this is the only book that I have in my mind. So 1, 2, 3, type in. You see Angels and Demons at the top, and let's try something else. Let's say Avatar, and let's type in John. Let's type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's submit it. Yeah, you see Avatar at the top, Angels and Demons. Let's try to delete this. Yeah, it has been deleted. If I delete this, yeah, it has been deleted. And let's try. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it. This is our basic app, I guess. I think this is the app which gonna help the beginner to gain a lot of knowledge from it if somebody comes over here and watches all the tutorials.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Nishant. So
And one more
yeah.
thing, if you guys want us to do the similar kind of series on not only on Django but on different technologies out there, then just comment down below. We'll try our best to make the video.
Yeah, and exactly. It doesn't have to be either me or Nishant. You might want to learn about so many other things that doesn't fall under our expertise. So in that case,
Yeah, we can bring in. Yeah, we can bring in some. We can absolutely bring in some other guests who share some knowledge about the topic, even us to by the audience, and we can definitely make the video on
yeah,
that.
and it could be one of you as well. Just do let us know
Yeah.
if you want to be
Just
part
let
of
us know.
this
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Thank you so much. It's been four videos, and I hope it'll be helpful for everyone whoever is watching this video. And thank you so much, Nishant. 4 days almost. We spent like 4 or 5 hours
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
these things.
It's been really fun doing this series.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Nishant. See
All
you.
right. Thank you.